everyone, and welcome back to more cooking with more with less with Amoor and Celina.
What are we making today? What are
Brussels sprouts.
And what's up about the Brussels sprouts? What's the thing about them that we should tell people?
I don't know what the thing is.
Okay, well today we're doing Brussels sprouts, you guys. Welcome back. I just wanted to thank everyone for all the positive affirmations and for the love. Today we're going to just work on some Brussels sprouts real quick. We already cooked our, we have some wild rice, which is black grain. Let me show you guys what it looks like. You can use any wild rice. There's articles about everything that we can be doing better, like avoiding certain white rice, of course.
And some white rice are when they make rice in China, they're made out of plastic.
When they make rice in China, it's made out of plastic. Absolutely. But the theme of our lives is knowledge and then solution. So we read about all these things that can be problematic in our lives and in our diets. But what I want to really address today is not getting stuck with all that stuff and still figuring out a way to kind of come to a medium of balance and find a solution. So as of late, we stay away from certain fishes. We're a family that doesn't eat any type of meat, beef, pork, turkey, chicken, pork chops. We stay away from that. But some people might not consider us vegetarians because we still eat fish. So what's to say is this: find your medium of balance of what works for you and your family and stick to it. Like most knowledge, like we just read an article a little while ago about rice and how rice is being cultivated in really improper ways, and it's actually made of plastic and not of anything real, right?
Yep.
So we're like, okay, what we'll do is we'll be more aware, we'll buy more couscous, even if you stay away from wheat flour and semolina altogether. You still want to find a medium, a balance, because this is life. You're going to always run into toxins. You're going to always run into problems. Even now, starting this right now, they're mowing and blowing and there's construction. That's life. What are you going to do? Stop living because there's things going on around us? The same thing. Oh, your socks look crazy right now. But anyway, another thing that I wanted to bring up was foil. We've had such amazing discoveries in time about, the things that we should and shouldn't be doing. And the last show that we did, I had a commentary or a little commenter come in, which I'm very grateful for. Sometimes people, think as though if they're giving you advice, it's almost like like something to do with you. I welcome advice and criticism all the time, as long as it's got a solution and it's not so problematic. And then again, you can list all these things. Those are the Brussels sprouts. We're going to get to it. Basically what I wanted to say is that, there's a lot of knowledge out there about what people should and shouldn't be doing. But what I've discovered, and something that I teach more, is things that are happening in the conscious community are actually really sad. A lot of people are suffering from mental ailment, are suffering from psychotic obsessive behavior, and honestly, talk about things that are wrong but never offer a solution. If someone comes in your home and says, look, these walls are moldy, it looks horrible in here, don't do X, Y, and Z, then what they should also be able to do is say, you know what works? You know what's a good mold inhibitor? You know what paints you can be using? And he's bringing me back to the Brussels sprouts. So it's to say that what are we going to do? There's so many things in life that are going to kill us and that can cause problems and toxins and carcinogens and all of these things. But what is the solution? So, for example, the Brussels sprouts and the aluminum. I'm gonna explain something to them though, and this is part of the balance. You can throw it in here. I'm gonna show you guys, out of all of my glass dishes, what he's doing is just transferring it. But what I wanted to show is that I have a couple of glass dishes, but what I realized is none of them, and this is kind of awkward, but cooking more with less was created to inspire people to cook regardless of the ailments and the problems and the things that make us think that we're not good enough or that our food can't be digested in love still. So all of these are to say, I would love to cover my dishes with just glass. But in moving, a lot of my glass tops are broken. and a lot of my dishes, these are all of my casserole dishes, they don't have covers to them. So what I'm going to do this week is definitely look for a couple of covers. But in the meantime, I'm not going to kill myself.
And this is the only cover we have.
That's a cover for a pot though, absolutely. So what I wanted to say is that rather than kill myself and looking for the covers and then not cooking, I'm going to say, okay, that was good advice. But in the meantime, remember, our grandparents ate such craziness and covered their food with aluminum and lived with all of these toxins and survived. It's not to say that we can't evolve as a people, but we also don't want to become so psychotically obsessive over certain things that we're unable to enjoy what is and what is here. For example, sure, you can have one. For example, you want to just be able to live life and enjoy it, like even his ices. I don't buy the ones with corn syrup in them or with any type of no sugar added, because the no sugar problems give you more problems. But what we do is enjoy life. Outshine are great. It's just fruit juice. So, you know, he's still a child. I still want to be able to provide vegetables. Again, our Brussels sprouts, let me get back to it. High in folic acid. And you can look for little...
And it's so much.
So the thing is, you can look at little details like this. Like this says, you know, perfect for sauteing and stir frying. But what we do know is that olive oil is not the best oil to be heated. Coconut oil, other types of oils are very good on a high heat, but that doesn't mean that you can't use this at all. And that you can't... I'm in love with the cocoa. So you want to be able to find a medium of balance. And that's what this is about. Finding a medium of balance, not becoming psychotically obsessive in anything in life, so that it actually prevents and freezes you from doing stuff. So with our Brussels sprouts, you're going to go ahead and coax that. Very good. That's okay, sweetheart. Mistakes are here to be made. And we make them all the time. Mistakes are made. But the thing is, what is the solution? So because you're eating that Amoor, you want to kind of think, and that's fine. I'll give you a paper towel. But we're going to cover this quickly. Hold on, my neighbors are going crazy. But again, that's life. I can't edit them going crazy based on what I'm doing right now. What I'm going to do right now is stay focused on our task at hand. So, a great way, again, general seasonings. Hold on, because you have something in your hand. We're just going to get it done. We talked for a little while today, but that's also life. Sometimes you slow down to address things that are really of importance. And for me, what's of importance is to, like, honestly keep it real. I welcome all knowledge, welcome all things that bring joy, welcome all things that can help us advance. But once you get stuck in trying to be right all the time and in trying to prove your point when really it's not that big a deal at all, that's when you lose yourself. So you want to still be able to enjoy food, period. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our sea salt. Amoor, hold this for me so that you can just stay there. And again, Brussels sprouts are really high in folic acid, really high in vitamin C, really good for kids. Amoor loves them. We add them over any type of rice, quinoa, couscous, and it's great. So what I add to my Brussels sprouts to keep them yummy. So we have our, I just use a little oregano, some sea salt, some, the dash that just has some marjoram, some marjoram, sage, white pepper, just like a generic spread. But what I do really like, don't forget to cut up your garlic and throw that in there. So I'm going to show you guys, and this is life. I literally have no counter space. This space over here is great, but you might not be able to see us. So we're making adjustments so that we can still get things accomplished and not freeze. One thing that I realize even about myself is that I really do like things to be hopefully set up correctly. And we're back. Those are the little interruptions that we... He said commercial break. So cute. So basically I was just showing you guys cutting up a little bit of piece of orange. Squeeze that orange right on top of your Brussels sprouts. It'll add such a nice flavor element, and it's really, really nice. It kind of infuses it. And again, it's just like adding a little flavor to whatever green you're making. Really, really good though. You get a little bit of the orange segments in there, and it just adds a nice flavor profile. And that's what cooking really is, discovering what flavors you like and kind of sticking to them. So I say all that to say, we're gonna squeeze a little bit of Bragg's. So we just did some sea salt, some, sure you can do the Bragg's, love. Here, let me hold this for you and then you can do it.
A lot?
Not too much because it's pretty salty. That's good. Again, just adding different layers of flavor. So that's basically it. Our oven is preheated. What I am going to add to this that I actually didn't cut yet was some garlic.
Garlic.
I like some fresh garlic in our Brussels sprouts. Really, really yummy. And as well as just a little bit of onion if you want. I'm actually not going to do the onion today because he's running late for school.
And this is what the Brussels sprouts look like, the seasoning on them.
That's what the Brussels sprouts look like with the seasonings on them. So that's basically it. Yes, they can, sweetheart. So that's basically it, you guys. Hold on a second. I want to show you our garlic and thing it. But these are the things you do. You like walk around each other. You have a small space, and you know you don't want the limitations of what has happened in your life to actually prevent you from getting things done. So with all of that, stay positive. Don't go too crazy with things you can't change. And continue to make greatness. Hold on a quick second. So I can't make Brussels sprouts without some fresh garlic.
Can I show them the garlic?
Sure you can, sweetheart. You gotta stay standing though. Okay, I guess you're gonna walk into it.
This is what they look like.
Yeah, the garlic are just bulbs. You guys kind of know what garlic looks like, but maybe there's some people that don't. So again, I'm just cutting this up, and I'm gonna throw it inside and call it a day. So that's basically it. I don't even want to take too long. A lot of our preparation is actually just to show you guys the simplicity of how you can make things happen. So that's it. And because none of my covers will actually cover this glass container, what I am going to do is show you what I do, which is basically still pray and ask for, you know, some love. He's really cute. So what I'm going to show you is that I don't always want to have to use foil, but I know that I'll be okay because there's other things I'm doing in my life to create balance. So what I will say is that God, please allow this food to bring us some abundance and some fullness, and to give our bodies the strength that it needs. Throw it in the oven. Excuse me, baby. You can walk a little bit further back. Throw it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, and you'll be done. So again, fresh garlic, sea salt, pepper, turmeric. You can tell them in the thing. Turmeric, whatever you would like to think. But I'm encouraging direct communication, and also enjoy the process.
That are good for you.
Enjoy the process. Enjoy eating your greens, and don't skip on them. Again, love you guys. Thank you for all the advice.
Greens are really good for you.
They sure are. All the advice and all the other good stuff. And I'm sorry if I sound a little louder. I just wanted to make sure you could hear me over all this outside noise. So again, Cooking More with Less is about creating amazing, healthy, inspired, vegan, vegetarian-based dishes without all the drama, but also finding a medium of balance so that you don't not cook because you just don't have what you might need to make it happen. Okay? Take care, you guys.